My name is Alatia Babin, and this is my speech for Communications 101. Alatia once said, "Everybody knows what stress is, but nobody really knows." As humans, we feel stress every day, but knowing exactly what stress is and why it's caused is still a mystery. Personally, stress affects me greatly during finals week at school, and I notice changes in my normal routines, such as sleep deprivation and being more irritable. Reading more in depth about stress has brought back to my attention how much it really can affect us. Some people do not know that they show signs of stress, although most of us know that when we are under stress, we feel pressure from our daily lives. Today you will learn the effects that stress has, both positive and negative. I will inform you about the stress in our daily lives. We will look at the signs and symptoms of stress as well as the effects that it can have. Stress is the most common words that we use to define how we are feeling. The dictionary defines stress as a state of mental or emotional strain, tension resulting from adverse or very demanding circumstances. However, Hans Selye put this in a more simple way. He stated in 1936 that stress is a non-specific response of the body to any changes. There are times when a person can feel stress about specific things. There are things called stressors, the agent or stimulus that causes stress. For many of us, these are deadlines at work, finals at school, personal problems where we feel like there's too much to handle. According to the Huffington Post in April 2013, it was reported that 8 in 10 Americans have stress. When we feel stressed, we don't look too much into the signs or symptoms that we feel stressed, because most of us, stress is just a feeling. Often, feelings are not described as signs or symptoms. There are physical, emotional, cognitive, and behavioral symptoms and signs of stress. The severity of these symptoms depends upon the level of stress that we're dealing with and the way that our body responds to the stress. These symptoms commonly include high blood pressure, sleep deprivation, being easily agitated, feeling overwhelmed, memory problems, the inability to concentrate, depression, change in eating habits, and exhibiting more nervous behaviors such as fidgeting or pacing. On top of the signs and symptoms, there are many outcomes of stress. These outcomes or effects can be positive or negative. Who knew that there were actually positive outcomes of stress? During these times that we are under stress, we generally fail to see the positive side of the situation. But afterwards, once the stress is gone, we feel as if we can tackle the task once again. This is because overcoming stress improves and strengthens your mental, emotional, and physical state. Stress can give you more motivation, whether it be not procrastinating, a feeling of having more control over your life, put you in a better mood, give you more energy, and make you feel as if you're invincible. Granted, we do not feel like this while we are under stress, but afterwards, the positive reinforcement of overcoming stress helps us see the brighter side of our challenges. Another positive outcome of stress is the body's fight or flight response. The body's fight or flight response is the sympathetic nervous system reacting to a stressful event, such as getting undercover during an earthquake. When the stressor presents itself, more chemicals such as adrenaline, noradrenaline, and cortisol become present, as your body decides whether to fight the threat or take the flight. Symptoms of stress during this time are often different than other times, because the rush of chemicals in your body makes you more alert to your surroundings and the situation. The body's fight or flight response is a positive effect of stress because it enables the body to react to a threatening situation. Most of the effects of stress that we see and feel are negative. Stress takes a large toll on our relationships and health, along with our mental, emotional, and physical state. We already talked about the symptoms and signs of stress. These symptoms can create more health problems, such as slowing your digestive system and your immune system, weight gain or weight loss, depression, and even causing coronary heart disease. Stress affects our personal relationships mostly because we tend to distance ourselves from more people when we are under pressure, along with being more irritable than we usually would be without stress. We have looked at stress, the signs and symptoms of stress, and the way that stress can affect our lives. Just as Hans Selye said, we all know what stress is, but nobody really knows. Despite the signs and effects that come along with being stressed, stress varies from person to person. Therefore, the true meaning of stress will always vary. Stress may seem negative at times, but to every up, there is always a down.
Is that it?
That's what we came for.
And he just got that on camera.
Is that it?